In case y'all forgot, or y'all just didn't know, I'm rewriting season 5 of Stranger Things, and I'm here to tell you guys officially what I'm going to be putting in it, since I've already decided, I've already started. All right, so let's just get into it. Off rip, I'm killing off half the cast. Okay, let me tell you exactly who I'm gonna kill off, just so that it's not a surprise to anybody, but also because like it kind of should have happened. First of all, Ted and Karen. The plot armor is insane, especially for side characters. Like, no, they should have been gone the moment that the Demogorgon jumped both of them looking for Holly. Like, I'm sorry. They both should have died episode 1. I'm just gonna go down the list. I said Karen and Ted, Nancy, Steve, 11, Will, Vecna, Kali. Kali already dies in season 5. I'm just not gonna kill her in the same place that the doofers did. I'm gonna let her live for a little bit, and then her and 11 are gonna commit together. Okay? Yeah. Okay. I know I said that I was gonna add Byler Endgame into this whole, like, season 5 thing, and I know a lot of people are gonna be very upset when I tell you guys that I take it back. I'm not going to be putting in Byler Endgame in my season 5 rewrite, and I have reasons why. Reason number 1, I just feel like it doesn't fit the vibe. Alright? Okay, even though I'm not adding Byler, they are still gonna talk about the painting. Okay? Don't get that wrong. They are still going to be talking about that painting. 11 didn't commission that shit. We all know that, Will. 11 did not commission that shit. So they're obviously going to be talking about the painting, but then Will just being gay, I'm rewriting the coming out scene. Coming out scene was terrible. I'm going to rewrite the coming out scene so that it's just Jonathan and Joyce and Will, and so it's not like the entire country listening to this man just say that he doesn't like girls. Like, no. I forgot to mention, I'm killing off all 12 kids. All 12 kids that Vecna kidnaps to, like, use as, like, vessels, I'm killing all 12 of them. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. In season 1, they had to resuscitate Will. Will was dead. Like, gone. Like, not alive anymore. And so I don't think it would be just like a Stranger Things plot with, like, kids and kids getting kidnapped if all 12 of the kids didn't die. I also feel like that's the main reason that Will survived, though, is because they just needed him as, like, plot, right? But I'm setting this up where there's not gonna be another spinoff. There is, I'm trying to end this shit right where it started, okay? And then at the end where they're playing D&D and Will's, like, dead and stuff, you know? At the end when they're playing D&D, I'm gonna have Max be like, am I Will? Am I Will's replacement? And everybody's just gonna be like, yeah. I don't know what number this is, right? But we're gonna be talking about the end Mind Flayer fight now. Let me cook. I don't recall if I was talking about anything before murdering all 12 of the kids, but I can always just go back to it if I just so happen to remember. Okay, first of all, Mind Flayer fight. First of all, we're not doing that shit. Here's what's gonna happen. The reason that I wanted Kali to live so that she could commit with 11, the reason that I want Kali to live is because a lot of people were asking me, like, oh, like, how are they gonna get on top of the cliff? How are they gonna get on top of the cliff so that they can jump the Mind Flayer to, like, help Nancy and whatever? My answer to that is that it was all just one of Kali's illusions. They weren't actually up there, you know? They were just they were being hidden by Kali while Kali was making it look like they were up there. So then like the rest of the gang could like get into positions where they would have an advantage over the Mind Flayer. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. And then because of that, right? Because of that, that means that Kali has to lock in. Unfortunately, she cannot lock in fast enough, therefore Nancy gets offed, right? I'm not saying I didn't like Nancy, right? Walk 'em down Wheelers, bro. She earned that title. She created that title, right? But Mike is about to be the only one left in his family, and I'm not even mad, okay? I feel like I should be sad that I'm gonna write that, but I'm low-key not. Like, it's game is game. Okay, another question among the Stranger Things fandom that I have seen is, how was the Mind Flayer like made of flesh and just like fleshy and just stuff like that? My answer to that is how the fight is gonna go down. First of all, there were no Demogorgons in the Abyss, and I'm going to change that where there's no Demogorgons in the Abyss, but there are Demogorgons in the Upside Down patrolling like everywhere, like at all of the like all of just like the open gates and everything. There's not going to be any Demogorgons, but then there will be Demogorgons in the Upside Down, right? And so when Vecna himself starts getting jumped, because I don't want the demos to come when like the Mind Flayer is getting attacked. I want him to come when Vecna is getting attacked, because Vecna is actually in control of everything, right? So that's gonna happen. I'm running out of time in a bit, so I'm gonna have to do a part 2, so don't even worry. Anyway, so Vecna starts getting jumped by 11, and now here comes the Demogorgons. And what's gonna happen? The Demogorgons are gonna be climbing up the wall of the Abyss, like of like this wall of, what was it, a wormhole, of the wormhole, and then they're gonna rip like a giant ass like gate just up on like the ceiling of the Upside Down, and they're gonna get into the Abyss because demos can climb. Like, I don't think anybody realized that the demos can like climb. Like, I don't know, I didn't think they'd be able to climb, but apparently they can. So then hey, you guys might be asking yourself, hey, so we know that there's going to be demos and like vines and stuff in the Upside Down now, right? Because if you're going to open a gate to the Upside Down to get into the Abyss to go help your master, other creatures are going to go up there too. That includes the vines, obviously the demos, the bats, everything, okay? Now, how does the Mind Flayer actually turn fleshy? I will answer that right now. So when, like, Steve has already died at this point. He fell off the tower like 5 minutes ago. Yes, I'm writing that's how he died, okay? You can fight me, you cannot, right? Here's what's gonna happen, right? They're gonna be fighting all these things, right? Dustin is gonna go in, get all the bats' attention, right? And then, I don't remember who it was that had, like, the blowtorch thing. I think it was Jonathan. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Jonathan. I think. Anyways, Jonathan's gonna come in, Dustin's gonna distract all the bats, he's gonna pull out an Eddie, Dustin is gonna distract all the bats while Jonathan just burns them all, right? And now, with everything they kill, and here's where the Mind Flayer gets fleshy, with everything they kill, the Mind Flayer is going to absorb all of, like, the bodies of his fallen soldiers, and just all of that. Obviously, he's probably going to take, like, Nancy and stuff, too, but, like, we don't have to go into that. So, that's my answer to how is the Mind Flayer fleshy, because, like, Season 3, there's no way for all the flesh to get back into the Upside Down. So that was another plot hole I found and just read through, and yeah. Now, I have officially run out of time, so should I do a part 2 of this? And you guys let me know what other plot holes you found, and I will figure out a way to add them in and incorporate them to all the stuff that I already am going to have written. And in case I don't see ya, good evening, good morning, and good night.